Well, I'm just here because I think Tom's like the canary in the coal mine, you know? The little bird its metabolism detects carbon monoxide and warns you of danger. Because I lived through the bright and beautiful 60s that turned into a 30-year conflict. And I sense now that there's a kind of, not the same situation, you know, as the north of Ireland, but you can feel a kind of growing public discontent. And it was only when I heard Tom call, I don't know what called him or he called me, when I saw that the police were involved, I thought, okay, this is a time for me to step forward, because everybody thinks like maybe I'm doing the Bailey story and I'm against the police and something like that. And nothing could be further from the truth. I actually, the name that sticks in my head as much as Bobby Sands or anybody in the last is Garda Fallon and Jerry McCabe and unarmed guards who were killed. And you know, we still have an unarmed guards and we have a relationship with them, and I would like to strengthen that as much as I can. So when they get involved, I'm 100% behind it. I've met I didn't know any policemen before I started the Bailey story, but during it I met James Donovan, the head of forensics, and who was blown up for his services to Ireland twice. I met Assistant Commissioner O'Driscoll, who started the cold case review, and all of them are deeply honourable people, along with these unarmed guards who died for us. So I feel for the first time that a window has been opened that we want to look into what's going on. And either they look upon Tom as a radical, crazy, but if they do that and if they start shutting down discontent and talk, I think you're going to see, I'm not saying now with this, but you're going to see more of these bloody riots that happen. And that's the last thing I want Ireland to be consumed by. I'm too old to see it again. I'm on your side with the police inquiry. I want to see what the truth of where we're standing with all of this is. I mean, the thing I do remember most was when the Troika came to Ireland and they said that we have to reform the legal system, and the only thing we didn't reform was the legal system. So that's where I stand. I stand with this man in trying to get to the truth through the proper channels, without any violence, just by stating what he believes. So Tom, happy to be here.
Thank you very much. Finally, for those of you who are recording this, for those if we're still on TikTok, I would ask you to dub this, change it into your own language, post it globally, because we have just created a global movement to expose the eradication of vulture phones. I would ask every person here today to understand that this is not a civil matter. It's purely, as Jim has identified, a matter for the guardians and protectors of the Irish people. An Garda Síochána. I knew I was meeting Jim today, and I'm sure he gets hundreds of books. And I wrote him an inscription that I was hoping would resonate with all. To Jim, one moment can become historical. Fingers crossed, today will be that day. Thank you all for attending.